トゥルフや暗い方のアイコンがうっすら見えるように明るさを調整してください。下げとくか。一章ボストンピアーズ探偵事務所。1924年ボストン、酒と睡眠薬で記憶を振り払う第一次大戦の退役軍人エドワード・ピアス。現在は立ち直りのための案件探しに苦慮する私立探偵。早急に新案件を見つけなければピアスは免許剥奪の危機である。探偵に免許いるんですか？探偵の免許だよね、多分これ。狂気に陥る。私が狂人ならばそれは神の慈悲だろう。鈍感ゆえおぞましい最後の時まで正気を保てる奴がいるなら、そのものに神の慈悲があることを願おう。ラブクラフト。マウスか。音がでけえな。下げさせて。音量ミキサーめっちゃ使いづらくなったよな。こんぐらいでいいかな。めっちゃ骨、魚。シャーム。しゃがまないと取れなかったのか。岩塩通れないっぽいな。何かアイテムが必要そうだ。照らして必要のあるアイテムがある。そこら辺のやつ取れない。こっちは。こっちもダメか。どうしろと。 違うか。あ、こっち行けるのか。これを取れとな。でこれを取れと。こっちはもう何もないのかな。なさそうだ。怖っ。でここが通れると。私に続き運命は逃れたいほどにお前を引きずり込む。めっちゃなんて粗末な捧げ物なんだ。抵抗はするな。お前は選ばれたのだ。何いきなり走れって。見よ。定められている。これでもどう。お前は自身の運命を変えようとする。という夢を見た。これだからウイスキーは嫌いだ。
Been too long since I've
最
slept
後
in
に
a
ベ
bed.
ッドで寝たのはいつだったか
I wonder why I still
な。なん
take
でまだ
these
この
things.
ものを飲んでいる。俺が戦争から戻った時に医師が処方したものだ。これが悪夢を終わらせてくれると断言してもらった。だがそれもつかの間、効き目が弱まってきている。
Lost battalion.
ロストバタリオン。
Holding
緊
your
張を守り
position
命令
and
に従う。
obeying
だがそれは
orders.
勇気とは言わない。
That isn't courage. I used to be an avid reader.
昔はよく本を読んだな。何？
The Wentworth Agency doesn't
ウェ
attract
ントワース
top-notch
探偵事
cases.
務所には一流の依頼は来ないんだ
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her
既
girlfriend.
婚女性が女友達と駆け落ち、夫には理解できなかった。その夫はつまり捨てられたという事実を理解していない。調査が終了してから何週間経っても彼からしつこく電話がかかってきた。
A good old story of blackmail
潜
and
り
a
酒場
speakeasy.
の恐喝事件。俺を雇ったバーのオーナーは案件の結末が気に食わなかった気に食わないらしかった。だが法の道を踏み外している以上、その証拠をつかんだ探偵に立て尽くす術はある。
Natural
自
sciences,
然科学、
linguistics,
言語学、
archaeology.
考古学。
Been a while since I jotted
悪
down
夢以外
something
のこと
other
につい
than
て
my
書いたのは
nightmares.
随分前のことだな。ピアーズ探偵事務所。俺の記憶を食い止める治療はもう必要ないと医者は言うが、これを止めれば戻ってくるのは分かっている。そうなれば、これをやめればか。そうなればいつの日か俺に朝が来なくなるだろう。治療の甲斐なくまた夢で声を聞く。だが今度は違う、正体不明だ。遠い昔の得体の知れない深淵から浮かび上がってくるようだ。俺を呼ぶこの名もなき生物は何だ。 飲まない。今のは飲まない。電話だ。
I'm listening.
もしもし。ウェントワース探偵事務所と契約を結ばれている探偵のエドワード・ピアースさんですか？はい、
That's correct.
そうです。ピアースさんはじめまして。ウェントワースで探偵関連を担当していますルース・シェールと申します。あなたのファイルに問題が発生しようとご連絡いたしました。実は会社で書類の一部を燃えてしまったの
Is
で
that
す。
right?
本当ですか？お手数ですが、またあなたの情報を教えてください。ははん。これがあれか。キャラクターシートってこと？クトゥルフ TRPG でいう目星、筋力、心理学、医学、オカルト。ほうほうほう。目星、調査、オカルト。多分死にやすいから私医学を積んどこう。レベル上げないと意味ないのかな。目星上げて話術、こんなもんか。確定。ありがとうございました、ピアスさん。これでまたファイルを最新のものにできます。あと、それに関連することなんですが、ちょっと込み入った質問をしてもよろしいですか？
What's wrong?
なんでしょう。ご存知のように私どもは皆さんの仕事をしっかりと監督したいと思っています。最近新しく受け取っている案件が少なくなってきているようですね。
Work is
仕
scarce.
事があんまりないんです。ピアスさん分かってらっしゃると思いますが、今これまで以上に仕事がたくさん入ってきています。
But are those cases worth
で
it?
も、やる価値のある仕事ですか？資格が取り消しになるよりはいいと思いますが、メントワース探偵事務所に貢献できることを証明してくれれば首は血のないかもしれませんよ。もしもし、
I'm coming.
今行きます。
Sir, I came here on the
どうも、
advice of a
ここは
person
私が
whom I
高く評
hold
価してい
in
る人
high
間のアドバイスで
esteem.
来たんだが、ま
And
さか
I
酔っ
must
払い
say
の
that
ね
I
ぶらだったと
expected
は。
anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave
帰ってい
anytime,
ただいて
sir.
も結構ですよ。
Do you know to
君は
whom
今
you
誰
speak?
と話をしている
Stephen
か分かってい
Webster,
るのか？
industrialist and
スティー
art
ブン・ウェブスタ
collector.
スです。
All of Boston knows.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah
サラ・ホー
Hawkins.
キンス。
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
まあな。
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof,
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
what am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
こっちじゃないの？こっちか。おお、ちゃんと立体的になってる。油絵とっぽく立体的になってるけど、まあ一テクスチャー貼り付けただけだな、これは。で、
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the
配
Hawkins
送伝
family.
票、判読不能な部分も
Rather
住所の一部は解読できる。ダークウォーター第36号倉庫。捜査報告、出火元はダイニングで一家全員が犠牲になったという。警察は事故として片付けているが、サラ・ホーキンスの精神的虚弱という主張を通す。それはなぜだろう。切り抜き、サラとダークウォーター出身の実業家チャールズ・ホーキンスの結婚について書かれた一本の記事。二人はここで一人息子のサイモンと、陰徳生活だっけ、なんて読むんだっけこれ。よいしょ。ていていてい。ちゃうちゃうちゃう。違う。なんていうの。と違うんだよ。隠遁だ。隠遁生活をしていると。
So, Mr. Pierce,
ピアス君、
what
こ
do
れ
you
らを見
make
て
of
どう思う
these
と。
elements?
36
The sender's label mentions Warehouse
号以上には
36.
36号倉庫
That's
と書い
right.
てあった。
It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
You must tell me
警察
if
が言っ
what
て
the
るあなたの
police
精
suggest
神
about the
状態
mental
が
state
正
of
しい
your
か教え
daughter
てくださ
is
い。
true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
The sender's label mentions.
That's right.
And you think your
That is
That's
go
what
to
it-
Dark.
the meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Accident.
Darkwater. Never heard of the
あ
place.
あ、そっかそっか。
Where is
そもそもね。
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this.
あ、見つけてよ。
Stuff in there.
タバコを。
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston.
タバコウォーターと
But I've never heard of it.
ジュース
According to this book,
まだ
it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
ダークウォーターとは14世紀より無人であり、失われた民族の遺物が今も無数に残されている。単純で原始的な信仰を伝える生きた証拠。ロマンを呼び起こしがちであるが、彼らの神々というものがどれほども獰猛であったかは忘れてはならない。置き去りにされた深い洞窟の壁を巨大な生物がまがまがしく飾り立てている。海の神なのか夢の神なのか知る者はいない。だが現代の島民であり、誇り高き捕鯨漁師の子孫らは覚えている。マサチューセッツ沖合に浮かぶ小島の謎深く、痛ましいストーリーズ。痛ましい。あってた。くるーんと。
All I have to do is go to the port.
今しなけれ
I
ばい
just
けない
hope
こと
that
は
I can
皆さん
find
に
a
行くこ
boat
とだ。
able to take me to Darkwater.
さっき見逃したなんか本とかないかな。ないっぽいな。行くか。よっ。キャラクターポイント獲得。ダークウォーター港。ピアスはホーキンス事件を受けた。呪われた画家が火事を起こし、自らと家族を犠牲にしたとされている。唯一の手がかりとして彼女は父親に気味の悪い絵画を残していた。配送伝票の住所はダークウォーター島の、ランドに建てられた倉庫。ここがピアスの調査の開始点になりそうだ。難しい漢字ばっかり使うな。なんて読むんだよこれ。使わなすぎてわからん。 地辺に岐阜の府塚不当不当ってこれで不当って読むんだ。支援にハリーポッター始まった。Focus from interactive presence オープニングかこれが。
Almost there.
もう少しだ。カウアクトゥルフクトゥルフの呼び声。今のナンパ船ではないんだ。この島からは帰れないみたいな話じゃないんだ。普通に
Stay on board.
船の上で待っててくれ。
This
男たち
guy's
に
coming to unload.
普通に人が生きてるのか。
Welcome to Darkwater Island,
ピアス
Mr.
ダー
Pierce.
クを耐えようこそ。
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks. Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
禁酒法とかある時代の話なのか。めっちゃ歓迎してくれるじゃん。
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
I don't have time for all this bravado.
Don't be so high and mighty, sir. We don't like mainland snobs.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
倉庫についての情報を聞けなくなっちゃった。
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous then.
あ
I've got what I...
Anything?
あ、じゃあこうか。
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
酒といい
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
この緑色に濃くなるのは何なんだろう。
That'll be all for now.
さっき見てたな、あんた。
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
あ、別のこと聞けばよかった。ブラッドリー。
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
1847年5月21日、奇跡の獲物。サケラが寄港してダークウォーターを飢餓から救ってくれた。希望を捨てたところだった火曜日の午後遅く、サケラの乗組員、あるいはそのゾントがダークウォーター港に戻った。島民たちは埠頭に駆け寄り、島最後の捕鯨船を迎えた。勇敢なる船が積んだ目を疑うほどの獲物に驚嘆する人々。巨大なハクジラの太鼓をしのぐそれはすでに奇跡の獲物と呼ばれ、デッキを埋め尽くしてもまだ余って船体からはみ出すほどであった。生き残った船乗りたちはその死闘を語る。その肉だけでなく品質も栄養も無類のものであった。このクジラの巨体でダークウォーターの多数の島民が食にありつけ、その途中に蔓延していた飢餓が終わるのは間違いない。貸し倉庫。マークス氏が漁港工房保管用に倉庫を貸し出している。新聞経由で連絡するか、埠頭にて直接訪問してほしい。ザトウクジラの特別な夕食。勇敢な捕鯨員たちの帰還を祝し、ザトウクジラの一同が特別に無料の宴会に招待しよう。家族や友人も誘い合わせてキャットが振る舞う奇跡の獲物をご賞味あれ。各人に漏れなく油一本の配布も用意した。見逃すことなく。
And the doctor, what did he say?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
She won't stop asking.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
I told you to beat it.
あ、すいません。はい、すいません。なんかあんのか。
You again.
That'll be all for now.
じゃあな。
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
何をやってる
See
の
how old this thing is.
いいか。
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
そんな。
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't Don't put that beast back in the...
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
ああ、そうですね、そう
You
ですね。
can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. He's gonna get us... Trouble.
さっき話術。話術あげたらいろいろできたのかな。小気度。
Something real bad.
じゃあフィッツロイのとこ行くか。これなんだ。紙面なし。
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
ああ、入り口にあったあれスキュラって書いてあったのかな。
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
契約条件は明確。配下を抜かりなく管理すること。我々を挑発することはできない。なお、このメッセージの返信は不要。金は使いのものに。キャット。脅迫状。
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
あんたの机
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
医学用第2巻。第2巻は医療従事者の倫理と規範的意識を観光を享受する。あんたの机 ?2 階ですか？これ登れる？登れないか。なんかいろいろな。
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
フィッツロイ船長の写真。フィッツロイ船長に似た男が、宣教船橋でポーズをとっている写真。義足をしている。
What a macabre souvenir.
ああ、これが例の義足ね。あんたの机ってどこ？
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests.
あんたの
They're on the
隣の
table
机
next
の
to
上
you.
にあるか。
But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
あ、これね。
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get
今で
from
は
them.
判読可能な日付一部のみ。1890年、1907年と部分的な日付。残りは黒く塗りつぶされている。誰がこの情報を隠そうとしているのか。
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come, come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
あざした。キャラクターポイント。技術上げたいよね。
They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
サイラスって誰だっけ？わからんな。
You again? I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
どっから入れるのか。
Serious problems.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
じゃあキャットのところに行けばいいのね。あんたらは何なんだ？
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in. Damnation. I broke it.
壊した。なんか前にいるやつらが言ってたぞ。なんかしゃがんで入る。
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst.
像を壊したのはあんた
I
かい
went to see the statue of Saint Brendan.
What makes you think we did it? We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion?
壊したって書い
And
てる
who's
けど
interested?
実際には字が書いてあるから書いてあるだけだからなんか訳し方の違いなんだろうな
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
やっぱりキャットに会わないといけないのか酒屋に
If I can't get rid of those two,
酒場にいた女の人があれかな それとも奥もうなんか人が増えてる
Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message. I told you to beat it.
ああすいませんあれこっちに来たらこっちにいるってことは同一人物あ別人かえ別人
What's with you wandering around?
We saw you. Go die.
I bid you.
どうしたらいいんだ
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
船長
I shall take my leave.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
別の倉庫ね別の倉庫入れる倉庫を探さないと隠しアイテムを見つけるハンドル
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
これだけじゃないのか 隠しアイテム。あ、こっち。
This ratchet device seems to be usable. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. I could use this old winch to lift.
あ、まだなんか一個足りないのか。
This tunnel goes under the warehouses.
これで入るためにあと一個パーツ。
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch. Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
筋力振ってないけどいけんのか。まあストーリー上必要だからいけるか。よしよし。すごい。硫黄かなんかの。普通では入れないっぽいな。ガスマスクかなんかがあるのかな。でも他に行けるとこないしな。進んでったらなんかあるかな。
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. Smells harmless, but should I beware of psychotropic effects?
精神。小気度。おお、なんかおるな。あー、やっぱ来た。小気度。 デートショー見た。やっぱ精神的に影響が出てる。
This is primitive.
よし。
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Hmm. さっきそうか。そういうことね。再現。何再現って。
What happened here? Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
後ろだけどな。
God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
第3章ホーキンス邸の庭園。ピアスは倉庫の侵入に成功した。廃墟と思われたこの場所に驚きがあった。最近使用された形跡と反証した絵画。ブラッドリー出演者が調査に割って入ったが、ピアスは協力してくれるよう説得した。警察官は探偵をホーキンス邸に送り届けてくれるという狂気に陥る。あ、口裂けてるのってこの人ってことね。誰かいんな。
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
ちゃんとした人だ。
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Right?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Huh. You've already begun to nose around it, would seem. So, since you already know it, The Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Okay.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
ここで終わるか。